Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to try to make a quick video about the economy and everything. So, a few points. $1.9 trillion was signed, 4 or 5 days ago, for the stimulus check. My question is, where is that money coming from? The United States government doesn't have that money. They are printing that money. It's fake money. We've known this for years, but this should wake up people. I mean, the first one, the second one, the third one. I think it was the second one, if I'm not mistaken, that Nancy Pelosi ordered the Mint to melt down 2 ingots or 2 bars of palladium, if I'm not mistaken, to back up the money. But 1.9 trillion. You imagine having like $1 million in your bank account, let alone that much? It's fake money. And the economy right now is up here. It's going to crash. It's going to fall. And then we'll be screwed. If a depression ever happens, which I would think in the next 6 months, if not, I'd be really surprised. Something's going to happen somehow. It's going to, prices are going to increase. Look at the gas prices now. I think everything's going to increase. But there has to be a depression of some kind. There has to be some kind of money dollar drop. A dollar is going to be only worth half, so the prices are going to increase. The Kit Kat that you buy for $1 is going to be $2 or $1.50. It's going to do something like that, and it's slowly doing it. Especially look at the gas prices, which they go up and down all the time, but that's a good example. These are like the best mints ever. I love those. I like gum too, but they're like the only mints I ever eat. I don't like anything else of those. I'm really picky. So, another thing is tax season, right? We have people, such as small businesses, that are making X amount of dollars per year, that are basically living week to week, month to month kind of deal. I couldn't imagine making what I make, having a family to support. Now, me being me, I would hope that I would go out there and do something else on the side, not just sit here and try and make cool videos. Not just out here. I got a good bit of stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna go to scrapyard soon, so I'm pretty happy with that. I got that the other day from someone cleaned out a house and they was gonna take it to the landfill. Said, "You want it?" I took like 60% of the stuff. I took all the metal. Let's put it that way. I took 60% of the stuff. My brother got a motor out of it, a boat motor. He's gonna apparently redo it and try to sell it on Craigslist. So, fuck, it's fine with me. I got it for free, so we're happy. But anyway, you kind of have to do that now because people are so scared to come to your business. I had a lady the other day come and pay me what she owed, and said, "Can you keep the spot open for my kid?" I said, "Sure." The kid's been there forever. He's been there for I owned it for 3 years. He's been there for at least 5. Yeah, he's been there a long time. And I said, I don't have a problem, him coming back whenever. But she's so scared of what's, the V word that's going on around here. I don't bring up politics with them. I just, I understand, get it. Come back when she just wants to come back in a month or so. She will feel safe for the kid to come back. He came back for a little while, then didn't. But the point is the economy. What's going to happen to the economy, right? Last year it was like $3.4 trillion collected from the by the IRS from tax revenue. This year is probably going to be close to 2, right? It's going to drop because people wasn't working last year. Even for businesses that stayed open, except Walmart, minus those, even the businesses that stayed open all the time, they definitely dropped in income. A perfect example around here would be the lumberyard. I go to a lumberyard for lumber, for Taekwondo, and there's 2 of them within about 20 miles of each other. The one has been out of wood. They a hardware store, but they sell wood. They have been out of wood for fucking 6 months. They can't get it shipped in. They are back ordered, and that place doesn't, it's not like a big store like Ace Hardware or anything. It's just a local store. And I try to go there as much as possible. My brother goes there all the time. He loves the place. But I would guarantee that they definitely lost probably 20-30% of their income. Now, the other place that's about 20 miles away has been pretty stable. Every time I go there, they have what I want, they have what I need. So I always spend $60, $70 there. They never didn't have it. But businesses are closing down left and right. There's some kind of karate school not in the next county over, and I actually looked at the sign. I was actually, there's a grocery store right next to it. I was there at the grocery store. I looked in, and they just redid it. It's nice as hell. They redid it about a year ago. I haven't never seen it when it was fully redone. I knew they was redoing it. It's a nice place. I mean, nice mats. Everything's brand new. I was kind of jealous. Well, they have a huge sign on there, they only can do so much. They limited because of everything. That's going to hurt their profits, So the economy is down for a specific reason. But all this taxes, people are working, paying. I pay 15%. I'm, posted right. Other businesses pay 20-25%. That's basically you're working for the government, There's a TV show that I used to watch when I was younger, called Reba. Reba McEntire played in it, and it was a pretty good show. And they, the what's his name, Van. I'm trying to remember. I haven't watched it in a long time. He was getting in a fight with his wife, talking about money, and said basically the check that he makes should be his money because it has his name on it. But really, it's the family's. It's his wife, his kids. It's their money, right? It's theirs. Well, they forgot to mention the government's. The government always gets a piece of the pie, even when they're not supposed to. And most people don't understand this. If you ever took basic tax class before, even that's just a tech level tax class, if you are painting someone's house and you're charging them $1,000 and there's an old four-wheeler out there, and you say, hey, if you give me that four-wheeler, I only do the house for $600. And the guy makes a deal. You paint the house, he pays you $600. You come with your trailer, you take the old four-wheeler home to scrap it or to rebuild it, whatever, to piddle with it on the weekends, whatever. What you guys just did is basically made a handshake agreement that four-wheeler is worth $400. What most people don't understand is by IRS rules, the law, you are supposed to claim that on your taxes. You're supposed to claim the whole $1,000, not the $600, but the whole $1,000 because you just valued that four-wheeler as $400. Most people don't do that, but people get in hot water a lot of times for not, paying attention. Oh, it's just, a few $100s, or it's just $1,000. Yeah, well, to the government, they have to have their 20% or whatever percent that you're in the bracket. And unfortunately, all these, I want to say private businesses, just people in general that are getting pay raises because some businesses are really doing good. Look at all the mask businesses, for example. Look at all the hand sanitizer business. Look at all the ammo companies, for example. They are making a killing off this stuff. Well, Johnny that's been working there for years is now going to get a bonus. He's going to get a pay raise, so he's technically going to make more money than last year, as long as his hours were the same, right? Well, he's going to have to pay more taxes because of that. He's going to jump into a different tax bracket. For a long time, probably when I first started college, which was 5 years ago, I thought about flat tax. My flat tax is a pretty normal idea, or a pretty easy idea. So the person that makes $100,000, he pays 5%. The person that makes $1 million, 5%. He's going to pay more, blah, blah, right? And then I started thinking about whoa, wait a minute. Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to pay it all? Oh, because they force you to. And if you don't do it, they come to your house and they will arrest you. There was a video, and me and my mom had a debate about this, but the ATF actually came to this guy's house. He's a YouTuber. If I can find the video, I'll link it down in the description. You guys probably watched 2A News. Is it 2A News? Daily Shooter's other page that he talks a lot about 2A stuff, gun stuff too, but more of the politics stuff. But that's how I found it through him. There's a guy that bought oil filters for his trucks. He was doing a video review on them, and the ATF came to his door. Now, he was oblivious, so he let the ATF come. I would have kicked the ATF off my property really quickly, but they came specifically not for safety, not to see what, everyone's, make sure everyone's, safe and no explosions happen, or, you have the right oil filter. We don't want your engine to blow up. No, 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 no. They came there specifically to make sure that he wasn't making suppressors, because God forbid if you make a suppressor without a tax stamp, you're a bad person. It's unethical to not pay your tax stamp. You have to pay your tax stamp. Don't forget that. And he was oblivious. He didn't know that you can make suppressors, well, technically make suppressors out of oil filters. But you have to pay a tax stamp on everything. You have to pay taxes on everything. I made the video about sales tax. I made the video about vehicle tax. In those videos, I specifically said in there a few times, I know on the sales tax one, I'm just talking. I am trying to research. Now, I couldn't research everything that I wanted to because the government keeps everything locked up. We are not able to audit the government. My thing is if we controlled it, could we do this? Maybe, yes, no. I have some people agree, some people disagree. That's fine. As long as we talk about it and try to find the 100% the truth of it, I don't care if people disagree with me or vice versa. It doesn't matter, as long as we talk. But we can't even research the goddamn information, which just pisses me off. I try to research the food stamp thing, which I 100% disagree with. But $80-some billion in food stamps, and you can't see like all the data on that. You can't see where the money does come from. So does the money come from sales tax, or does it come from income tax? Does it come from my business license? Where does the money come from? Why? Another question, why do we have to have a business license to have a business? We shouldn't have to have one. But they make you, It's so goddamn retarded. The tax laws and the economy. That's specifically why when I graduated my associate's degree in accounting, I never went back to my bachelor's in accounting. I changed my major to accounting and finance, which wasn't really a big change. I chose that because I kind of wanted to be a financial analyst at the time, more financial math. That's all I do. So I don't do taxes. I explained that to my mother and to random people that asked me. I never studied tax law because I don't want to. I studied financial math. That's literally all I do, the data. I am a whiz in Excel. I do that all the time. I play with that in school, or do projects. I do case studies. My job is to research and basically, go through the data and the numbers. And if there's a company that has 3 options to invest, which one's the best profit, which one's ethically the best, blah, 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 all that bullshit. Answer all the questions basically. So that's what I do. But I took basic tax law in tax school, and some of it was easy, but I made an A in the class, but because the teacher was awesome, and it was somewhat easy, but some of it was just stupid as hell, But there's still people around here. We need universal health care. And if I remember, I'm going to try to remember, I'll roll a screenshot of it. I think it was on his education. You need to go check his ass out. He has like 700,000 subs because he don't know me at all, so it doesn't matter. But if I remember, link one of his videos or something in. He makes great content. He goes over memes, does like meme reviews, and he did one, and it had a quote or a tweet, and I forget who it was by. I'll try to roll a screenshot in at the end, a couple of screenshots if I can, at least that one. It said, "How much are you willing to pay? How much are you willing to pay for free healthcare?" Does that sentence make sense? To me and you, it makes no sense. But to some idiots that are on the fucking stupid ass far left, it makes perfect sense. Tax every person that owns a business, that works for a corporate, that makes over $50,000, tax them 90%. You imagine working for a company making $100,000 a year and you get taxed 90%. You will only bring 10 grand home a year. Can you live off $10,000? No. With a family of a wife and 2 kids and a couple of dogs, you have to have a dog. That's the rules to be a part of this YouTube channel. You have to have at least a dog, and it's probably a pit bull or at least a cute puppy. We work for the government. We are literally slaves. And I explained this on the comment, as someone said the other day. I'm not going to say what he liked the video, but because I don't want YouTube, I know, is watching it. But he said something related to a couple of topics that's going on in politics. And he says, we shouldn't poke the bear. He was referring to the bear as the ATF. I disagreed with him. Now, he's never responded back. He's probably deleted his comment because he could tell that I wanted to debate. I disagreed. I said, no, actually, we should poke the bear more. And then I said, actually, we shouldn't poke the bear at all if we actually was free. And this goes to the IRS and the ATF. We shouldn't have to poke the bear. We shouldn't have to scream at the bear. We shouldn't have to dive in the hornet's nest to find information. We should be free to do what we want to do. You know? The free market, whatever I do. If I want to spend $1,000 on ammo or a gun or a prostitute or fucking drugs, it's no one's goddamn concern. Freedom Inc. on his second channel, he posted, because he's striked right now, of course, he's striked, Patriotic Constitutional striked. I got a warning on my second channel, which was hilarious. I'll make a video about that later. And then Lauren's just got back from her first strike. I had a strike for hate speech not that long ago. It's almost expired last 90 days, but it was stupid as hell. But he made a video, or reposted a video of Reaper from Street Outlaws bitching and complaining about racing. And what they're doing, the EPA, it's all about taxes. You know, everything's about taxes. It's all about money. It's all about control. They're trying to take everyone's livelihood away from us. You know? It's been probably 10 years ago, they talked about taxing the wells. Where I live, most people around here, well, actually everyone down around this little city that I live in, 500 people that lives in here, we have wells. We don't have city water. And they talk about taxing it. That's, you know, taxation. Everything. The chickens I have, for example, I can't sell those eggs legally to any business without being certified by the FDA or USDA, whoever the fuck it is. It's all about money, though. It's all about taxes, because they want to see how much money I make, and they want to see what % they get. Everything's about taxes. Hell, even the scrap I talked about before. You have to have a license. I have it in here. It has all my personal information, but it's registered. It has all my personal information, all the truck's information in here. So if I want to take copper to the scrapyard, I can't drive my brother's truck. They legally can't take it. Now, I bet my scrapyard wouldn't care, because I've been a customer there since I was 16, so they probably wouldn't say anything. But legally, I can't go there without my truck. So if I get a new truck, or I have to borrow my brother's truck, I would have to go to the police station. And get a new license, or get him to get one. He can drive there, or he can ride with me in his ID. It's all about control. It's all about taxes. So taxation is theft. The economy sucks. What are we going to do? I said this to my mother this morning before I took my dog to the vet. I took my last dog to the vet. Be good for a year. Don't have to spend that money. He made friends. He talked to everyone. He got petted by everyone, which is awesome. He's the legal beagle. He wanted to see everyone, which that's just the type of dog he is. My other dogs hide from everyone. They are so big, 100 pounds apiece, and they just hide from everyone. But I said, if 1 million people stood up in every state and said, we're not following the gun control, we're not following the taxes, we're not doing these things, and made a list of 20, 30 things. We're not doing these things. We would be free if we stood together. But the problem is we can't stand together. You know why? Well, there's a Trump supporter there. I don't agree with him 100%. Oh my God, there's an ex-gang member. He's a Crip. Oh my God. You know, or he voted for this person that I didn't like. He's far left or he's far right. People get offended. You know, and there's so many people that don't vote. There's so many people that do vote, and they just want to be left alone. They just vote because they don't have any other option. We are forced to vote, and we are forced basically to flip a coin to get who we want. You know, whatever. Nothing we can do, I guess. I mean, there's something we can do, but we don't have enough people that would do it. I just want to be left alone. Play with my dogs, run my business, try and make it a success, and scrap a little bit. And I'm literally doing this because I'm not making much. And I explain this because this is 35 acres my parents have, and I still live with my parents right now because it's hard to move out anywhere else, right? I explain this to them. All the stuff, I got two, you can't see it, well, maybe 2 air conditioners behind that tree. Each one's about 80 pounds. That's probably $20 a pop. Someone threw 2 air conditioners away. That's $40. I'd rather it go in my pocket than to the landfill, because that's where it was going, you know. So, and it's sad that I actually have to do this. It's not just a hobby. It's not just fun. I have to do this because, unlike some people, I have student loans that will be due very soon. The real life starts after I graduate, which is fine. I'm happy to get out of college. I think I got a year left, about a year. I'm halfway done through this class now. So I'm doing very good. I got a 3.9 GPA. Be gone. Anyway, I'm going to go play with the scrap metal, play with my dogs. You guys have a great day. I will post some more videos. I got a couple videos I'm going to repost. I'm going to repost a few. But I got some on Instagram that I'm going to have to screen record and put it on there. Hopefully YouTube doesn't dislike them. I'll see you guys later.